All right, man. What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. I've been trying to do this for a while now. There's been some glitches. They gotten taken care of. You see that blister right there? I went to get my teeth whitened yesterday. It went all bad. All the insides, fucking, my skin's tore up. It's terrible. Anyways, again, before I get into it, please, if you haven't already, subscribe to Food and Fallons. Food and Fallons. That's a channel that that's my homie's channel, but I'm also a part of it. We're gonna be doing a lot of big things. We have some big guests lined up, and they're not just from California. We're gonna be traveling. You guys are gonna see some new things. Now, this video, in no way am I intending for this video to be controversial. I'm a content creator. I steer clear of the drama, but I feel that sometimes there are certain things that are said or certain things that are put out there that I would like to give my 2 cents on, right? Now, this is no disrespect to anyone. This is just my opinion, my input, my insight, right? So, a couple people sent me a clip of someone, and this individual was asked what the NK meant, the tattoo, NK tattoo that he had. I don't use these terms, but I'm going to use the terms that he used in his response. He said, if you've been to prison, then you know that means norteño killer. And then he said, also norteño murderer. And I know other people have spoke on the end of hostilities in prison. So let me just address these one at a time. Okay. I think people use certain terms too freely out here. People identifying themselves as certain things when they know there is an obligation attached to those things. And if you're not living by those obligations, you are not that what you are calling yourself. And I'm not speaking to just one person. I'm speaking to people that give themselves these certain labels that if you are those things, you are going to go back to prison. You are doing things to get you back to prison because you know your obligations. Okay, these terms are not supposed to be used freely. The legends are watching everything. They're listening to everything. When they see people using, or they hear people using these certain titles out here, it doesn't matter which faction it is. You owe them something. You use these damn titles, you owe them something. It belongs to them. Those titles belong to them. Right? You got to be careful, man. It's not a game. You know, those individuals that are out here and they're trying to, you know, do good for their family, don't use those titles, eh? I'm telling you. All it takes is for someone to cut you off and you got to get out of the car, and next thing you know, there's a fight and you're in prison for 3 years. You're going to answer up to whatever the fuck you were labeling yourself, okay? That's just some head up, man. Some heads up, some advice for you. Every man has to do what he feels. I was schooled like that by one of the OG legends. No man, and he was talking about himself and his organization. He said, no man can tell another man what to do. They can only ask him, and their heart is going to guide them on what to do. Their heart ain't never going to lie to him. But he said, no man can tell another man what to do. So when I say what I say, Holmes, that's, you know, to each their own. Pick it up or leave it where it's at. That's up to you. Another thing, and no, I hope the upstaters, because I know I get a lot of support from the upstaters. I hope you guys don't feel, I know when I say what I'm going to say, that a lot of upstaters feel like, damn, the vatos from down south, they really divide themselves, and it's different. Let me try to get into it. I do not understand. Again, this is my opinion, my perception, my view, whatever. I do not understand when a vato that lives in Southern California, or when vatos, period, that live in Southern California, talk about being Northern Raza killers, Northern Raza murders. When, homie? That's not just, that's kind of like South soldiering, eh? The Vatos upstate, that's their enemigos. That's stuff that they're dealing with on a daily basis. Southern California, unfortunately, those that are still involved in gangbanging, they're gangbanging against their rivals, and not one of their rivals is from Northern California. They don't see them. And for anybody that's speaking, that you know, when they say, hey, you know, somebody said, man, fuck that Peace Treaty, I ain't with that, be careful. Again, people are watching. People are listening. It wasn't some dude that just one day that had no say-so whatsoever just said, hey, you know what, I'm going to convince everybody to be okay with these people. Absolutely not. Some very violent men decided to talk amongst each other and work something out. It ain't for none of us little bitty nobodies to even question, and let alone get on YouTube and say fuck what they put together. Be careful. This is just my 2 cents, man. This is just, and I'm only doing this because I feel like, and I'm nobody. I always say that. I was nobody when I was doing my thing in prison. I'm nobody now. I'm a fucking square. I'm a content creator. I'm on YouTube. But I feel like there's certain things that are being said that are I think it's fashionable. Anybody that goes on fucking No Jumper, be careful. That fucking weirdo, that dude is a devil. Look at him when he sees people say certain things that he knows can cause a lot of violence and a lot of harm. He fucking laughs about it. He's a fucking square that's fucking making millions off of fucking other people's misery. I don't hate anybody. I don't have it in my heart to hate anyone, but I do not like that individual because I see how happy he is when people get on and they talk shit about other people. I see how happy he is, like when that thing was said on his platform, he giggled about it. About the raza from up north. If somebody from up north were to get on his platform and disrespect the raza down south, he's going to giggle about that too. Everything's content to him. He's made that clear. Nobody matters to him. Look at the people that were good to him that he fucking casted aside. And I don't even, you know, I just got caught in the weeds right there talking about that dude, but he's very dangerous. He's a fucking devil. People got to be careful, man. Clout ain't shit. Everybody has a cycle. You're hot on the internet, or you're hot on the radio, or you're hot in the movies for a certain amount of time. When we come from a background that we come from, these people don't forget. They don't give a fuck how hot you are, and if you cool off and you think they're gonna forget? Hell nah. You never poke a tiger, man. But anyways, that's my video. I wish nobody was in the streets. I wish everybody in the joint that ain't fucking some kind of fucking sex offender could get out and experience life and get a second chance and do good, man. But that's not the reality right now. I'm just hoping that people are safe. People think about what they're saying, man. Understand the long-term ramifications about what the fuck you say. Because it might sound cool when it comes out your mouth, but it won't, depending on whose ears it hits. It's my video, man. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out.